first thing I did when I got my universal electric conversion for EPS-10 systems from Brodak, BH1935 is the part number, was open it up and check the instructions, and they are very well written with plenty of pictures to understand fully what we are doing, what we're dealing with. And the first thing it tells you to do is to assemble the motor mount itself, which is 2 pieces of 1/8" ply. So it says to laminate the 2 layers of the firewall together. So we're going to laminate it together with some tight bond and clamp it, and then while that is working, we'll move on to the next step. Glue over all of the surface. Just kind of clean it up a little bit. Okay. Now while the clamps are holding, and it just says when that's dry, drill the holes for your motor mounts, X mount and blind nuts and stuff. So we don't need that right now. The ply parts that make up the box itself are the next step, which is 3. And they're marked with laser cut right there. Battery box upper, this is the lower box, and it tells you, you know, outboard side, upper, lower. It's really very simple to put this together. It's clearly marked anyway. Tells you to dry fit the parts to make sure that it creates the box that you want. One thing it mentions that is kind of cool, that is a good idea, would be to take the tape put that together and then run the tape down the outside so that it will hold the glue in and make this hinge so that you can open it, fill the glue, and then close it, and then the glue won't run out, and will hold that way for you while you dry. So let me do both sides of that really fast. And there's really not much to that. I'm not going to make you watch glue dry or anything like that. I'll just put the tape on this other side real quick. I just really like that idea. I also like that over at Brodak they take the time to give you cool tips like that to help Now before we would glue this together, we're going to wait until the firewall can actually fit into here. So we make sure that while it dries it's squared, but we got the hinging done so that assembly can sit there. Now this is going on a SIG Akromaster. For everybody in the free world, I'm sure, that's built an Akromaster, you know that that top motor mount is like way up here. It's basically this tang of the doubler hides that top motor mount. So with that, the picture that's shown in the instructions of this EPS-10 conversion, I think is a Pathfinder, which obviously is a really good airplane, but the nose is built a little different. So what I did, the reason I had taped the doublers on is because I went ahead and filled the engine bearers with balsa and then glued a separate piece of balsa on the nose. I taped the doublers on so I could carve around there to match that. You know, you leave a couple thousand so you could sand it all nice and everything. This way, now my pictures on my instructions are going to be a little easier to follow. You know, where to measure, where to cut, to make this conversion possible. So you know, you kind of glue a lot of balsa on there, but with the way this conversion works, you're actually going to cut quite a ways back, you know, the length of that box. So you're going to kind of go towards the wing or wherever the motor is going to set. So anyway, we get farther along on that on the next clip. I just wanted to show you how I altered the SIG Akromaster nose to easily accept this EPS-10 conversion kit from Brodak. One cool thing is if you just had the part number for the mount, it tells you what you need to complete the EPS-10 conversion. So you need your Aerowind 2210 motor, the Aerowind 3-cell 1300 actually fits in this box very nice. Aerowind 18 amp, that's in the box somewhere. The FMOC timer available from Brodak as well. There we go. And then an APC 7x5E electric prop available from Brodak. I don't have one sitting here. I'm sure I got one somewhere. If not, no big deal. I can find the prop. Okay. Next video clip will be the actual box installation into the fuse. It's going to tell us to use the scroll saw to cut out this throat section for the length of that box, because the box, when it's done, it kind of fits halfway on one side and halfway on the other. You just kind of, it just slips right into the fuse itself, and then the fuse is glued onto this square right here. That would mark where your fuse